Nintendo fans have plenty of new things to play over the next few months. The Wii U exclusive Splatoon will squirt ink all over your living room on May 29th. The game is a team-based shooter, but with unique gameplay mechanics based around different colors of ink. The more of your team's color you spray over the map, the faster you'll be able to move and take over new territory. There's also a single-player campaign, and you can learn more about that by watching our interview on EPN.TV. Nintendo is also working on 3 new amiibo figures based on Splatoon, which will unlock extra in-game content. Over to another big Nintendo franchise, Mewtwo, widely considered the best and most awesome Pokemon, will finally join the Super Smash Bros. Roster on April 28th. Mewtwo will be available for the Wii U and 3DS versions of the game, complete with unique moves and combos. And best of all, Nintendo has confirmed that Mewtwo will also be getting an amiibo figure, although a release date has not been named. One of the most iconic franchises of all time might finally be warping back to the small screen. An all-new Star Trek TV show is rumored to be in the works. Latino Review reports that CBS is interested in creating a new series with X-Men director and Star Trek fan Bryan Singer producing alongside his frequent collaborator Christopher McQuarrie. The show, if it happens, would take place in the original Star Trek universe and not the rebooted universe that branched off in the J.J. Abrams films. Long before there were any Trek movies, the franchise started as a TV series, and there have been more than 700 episodes spanning 6 different shows. The last series, Star Trek Enterprise, went off the air back in 2005, so the airwaves are long overdue for new Trek.
Sounds promising.
All right, here to talk about some of this Star Trek information is the loveliest Klingon, Marissa Roberto.
I guess we could do like that, but I'm not familiar with the Klingon language, and then we have to do subtitles, and it's a whole thing. But
you excited about a Star Trek TV show?
I am, but then I always think of the actors that are in the original Star Trek TV show because I watch them on Netflix. It's a very comforting show to me.
For sure, yeah.
So I always wonder if they're hurt by a new Star Trek coming out. I don't know if that's something that they would be offended by. Especially with Shatner, he gets offended.
I think it's cool that they're going back to TV. I hope it happens because it's a show, you know, it's a franchise that really makes sense on television. Yeah. And I know that Ronald D. Moore, who was a producer that worked on that show and then also Battlestar Galactica, has talked about the non-serialized nature of it. They can jump into all kinds of different plot points, and I think that's also true of the many derivations of the Star Trek franchise. So I think a new TV show would be great. I think it's time for some science fiction that isn't dystopian, that's about a possible great future for humanity, and Star Trek always represented that. So I do hope that comes back to television.
Always looking on the bright side.
And I hope that it's very intelligent as well. Yeah. Now, let's talk about Nintendo here. Okay. We've got Amiibo, should we call it the Amiibo Lanch?
Amiibo Lanch, it really is. Well, especially at your place, because you've got quite the collection going.
I can't stop. I've got a problem.
I know, and now you saw the new ones, obviously.
Well, I saw the new ones. I'm not a huge Pokemon person. I like the games, but I'm not that excited about Mewtwo. I'm excited about the Yarn Yoshi, though. That is ridiculous, so darn cute. I'm actually excited about the Splatoon characters, too, because I've played the game now. I went to an event that Nintendo put us up, and I've been skeptical about this thing. But this was actually a very, very cool game, and I think part of the uniqueness of it is jumping into the ink and using that mobility.
Yeah.
And it was super fun to play in multiplayer. And I like that Nintendo is investing so heavily in something new.
That's true, but we have to go to a story now.
Yes, we do.
Scott did Mortal Kombat X.